Hello everyone, this is Lord of the Strings here to bring you the SecureID in identification system. The way this works is it uses props, up to 4 of them, as a door, and then it uses this main system to pretty much decide if that person is allowed through the doors that you have configured. So I'll give you a good example here. I am not authenticated at all, so this computer does not recognize me at all. So this would be inside the building, and then this doorbell would be outside here. If I press E on this, it denies me. It doesn't matter how many times I press this, it will not let me in, right? And nothing I will do will let me in here. Now, the same thing with the admin panel. If I'm not authenticated, it won't let me go in at all. And keep in mind, it says last user failed, my name. And of course, the top part here is for if they do pass. Now, how do I authenticate myself? You have to authenticate yourself, and this also works with other users like your friends on a server that want to authenticate themselves too. Only the owner can do this, the owner of the computer. So press authenticate, and you can add user. And user to add, you're going to interact here, so pressing E. There we go. That's a quick and easy way to find the user you're trying to add. And once they got their name, the owner will press confirm user, and only the owner can press this. Success, boom, now I am authenticated. So now when I press this, it'll let me in, the doors disappear, and boom. And all the data for the user that's passed has been put down here. In the future, I might add all 4 lists here on the bottom. That could be a feature right now. It depends on when I release this video. But, and then of course now I have access to the admin panel. And everyone that is authenticated has access to the admin panel, and just hold it open. And you can, of course, press it again. So, now to unauthenticate myself, same thing, but you go to remove user, and you press next user, and it goes through a list of users that are authenticated. So this is an array of people. So you press next. Oh, I don't want to get rid of that guy. Nope. Okay, this dude right here. Then you'd press remove user, and then I'm no longer authenticated. One of the newer features I've added on this thing is if you go to settings, there's a doorbell feature. So if I turn that on and go back and I am not authenticated, when I press scan ID, it requests entrance. And then on the admin panel, it brings this up. Now, I have to authenticate myself, which is add in my name. There we go. I've authenticated myself because this only works if you're authenticated and you're using the board. So if I can deny myself, request denied, nothing happens to the door. I'm going to go ahead and actually unauthenticate myself now. Same thing. There we go. And all those chat things is just the shortcut commands for adding and removing people on your authentication list. And then if I press pass, timer goes up and they can go through. And then of course you can bring them in and then you can authenticate them, yada yada yada, and now they have full access again. So this is really useful for if you're on a server that, like for example, Atomic is a server that I personally like to play on a lot. They don't use noclip, so this is good for defending yourself in bases and things of that sort. But of course, you always have the people that, like, you know, get chairs and things of that sort, and, you know, noclip through them. It is possible. I might figure out a way to get actually, if you use these props right here, these whatever these are called, the blast doors, they're really good. They're just thick enough to prevent people from using the chair, except if you're to disable collisions, then you can get through. But even then you can't. Well, regardless, this is the first version of what I'm hoping to be very many. So any updates you guys want, let me know. And I almost forgot how to show you how to hook up the doors. Let me do that real quick. So when you first get this, I'm going to remove everything I have here. You go to the dupe, you go and deploy it, here we are. What you want to do first is remove this bar. This bar, all it does is it's welded to these 2 screens and just kind of keeps it together in one dupe, right? Once you remove that, now they're, of course, removed from welding. So now you can put these anywhere you want. I'm just going to put them here and here for this demonstration. And I'm just going to use just one prop in the middle of the floor because we all get the door idea, right? So there we go. Now, this is very important, especially for those who aren't familiar with Wiremod. But this is the only way to customize the doors and props you have. So you're going to want to go to Wire. And you can actually turn off this expand all. So now it hides it all. And just search up Wire. It should be the first tool right there. Go ahead and click that. Okay. And at the top of the screen, you should see a little chip here. Now there's I think 8. Yeah, there's 8 inputs here. Don't worry about the last 4. Those are all things for the screens themselves that I put for you. But the entity 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, those are all props. So if I do entity 1 and hook it up to this wall just by left clicking. So I left clicked both of that. Now this is a prop that is seen to the chip as a door. You can have up to 4 of them. I figured 4 is a good number. I can add as many as I want, but it just takes time to compile all of them. But yeah, let's just have this mess here. And let's go ahead and connect all 4 of these. So it's D1, it's D2. It doesn't really matter what order they go in. They all will have the exact same effect on every prop you apply it to. All right, so this can be just like a thing of doors, right? It can just be yeah, there we go. This can be like a giant door, right? Oh, there we go. We get the gist. And I forget if I'm authenticated or not. I'm not, so I have to authenticate myself, add user, interact, yada, yada, yada. Now when I press SecureID, boom, they're all gone, and then they come back, all right? And I think there's only one downfall to this door system, is that it uses the no collide all. If your server has overridden the no collide all, which on regular tools is this right here, if they've turned this off, you won't be able to walk through. It'll be invisible because hopefully color is also still on your server, but color and no collide are the things that's used to modify the props that you would call your doors. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these 3 one more time, but this is very, very open source. I plan on possibly adding multiple different screens. I plan on, in the future, adding a security camera that automatically goes to any player within the range, so you can see what they see. It's an idea that I have to put into play here soon. But, yeah, and just a quick recap. Only the owner can use any of these 2 buttons up here. Anyone that's authenticated can use these 2 buttons and these 2. And that should be pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in the workshop or on this video. I will post this on my YouTube channel. I really appreciate all your guys' attention and all your support. And thank you guys so much. All right, see you soon. Bye bye.